two, three, four, five. Hey, welcome back to Cigar Talk. This is Bookham Dano and Peni. I'm Bookham Dano, or Dan for short. How's it going? This is Cigar Talk number 17. And today, I just wanted to talk about life. What in the hell is going on in the Philippines? You know, life takes you different places. But, you know, some of these expats, all you hear on there is them complaining about the situation going on with the gas and this and that. Unbelievable. It isn't like this thing hasn't happened before, you know, back through the 60s and the 70s and the recession in 71, I think it was, you know. I've been through all this stuff, man. It's nothing new. But the funny thing is the Philippines are taking it in stride. See, they've been through a lot, more than we have. They've been attacked, you know. MacArthur had to come and free them. We've never been attacked on our soil. But their economy, of course, is slow, and it's a third world country and a slow developing country. But to hear them just complain, it's unbelievable. It is the most beautiful place here. Despite where you are, there's going to be the negatives and there's going to be the positives. Bottom line. I mean, life is good here, despite the gas situations, prices a little increase a little bit. But come on, guys. You know, we may have it a little better here because of the exchange. The exchange was just up 60.88. You can't beat that. Now it's down to 60.40, I think it is. But life's good, man. I mean, if you want to come to the Philippines and live here, you can, you know. I'm a permanent resident. My videos I've showed before. I showed our house. I've talked about healthcare. I've talked about different things. But just in general, you got to have a mindset that you're willing to enjoy life because we only have one life to live. You know, one life to live. It's amazing. You know, just in these last week, 2 weeks, I think it's been now, my brother told me he just has prostate cancer. He's 68. My other brother, my middle brother, he just had a heart attack and had 3 stents put in. And my cousin, Chris, he's a little younger compared to them, but they belong to my brother's son. His brother's son, my father's brother's son, he had a heart attack. I mean, wow. You know, these guys are all younger than me. I'm 70 years old. You know, I got to think, man, we only have one life to live. It could be over tomorrow. So why are we complaining? Enjoy life and get through it. You know, adversity builds strength, people. So if you're looking on and you're trying to find information to come here and live and have a happy life, well, I'm doing it. I don't get involved in that drama stuff, man. I don't monetize my channel. I just love giving information and talking about life itself. You know, one of these days, hopefully before I pass, I'm going to do my life story, which is an individual story. But we all have a story, don't we? And it's amazing how we get through where we are growing up as a teenager and where we are today. No one thought that when I was a teenager I'd be coming here. No. You know, nobody thought that I'd be retiring here and marrying a Filipino. Come on, man. You know, but life is good. Life is very good here, man. I'm telling you, the stress level is low-keyed. It's just enjoyable. You want to play golf? You can go out and play golf here, man. You know, golf, of course, in the States is expensive, and it's so expensive here, too. But it's nice here. They give you a Philippine caddy, and she knows her golf, too. These Philippine caddies know their golf. They play pretty good golf. But they take care of you and get your iron, and, you know, they do all that stuff for you. But life is good, man. You know, with the situations that are going on in the world today, I'm not worried about it, okay? I got to accept the things that can change and that change things I can't. You know, I can't change that, what's going on. But it's going on for a purpose. But I just want people to know out there that you can have an enjoyable life here and retire. We have a nice house on some property here, man, that we bought. You know, going on 5 years here, me and my fiance, my wife, and it's just beautiful, man. You know, like I say, I'm not monetizing my channel, but think about that, man. You come here to enjoy life and to retire, and then you get caught up in all that drama that's happening with these expats, man. People hate you. They want to demonetize you. They want to take your channel down. It's amazing. Now, I don't have that problem because I don't get involved in that drama. I didn't come here to get involved in that drama. I came here to enjoy life. I'm 70 years old, and I'm going to enjoy it. I think that's kind of like the mindset you have to have if you come to the Philippines. You have to really understand where you're coming to a third world country, and be able to adjust to its environment. But you also got to think about, are you going to like the Philippines? Yeah, there are other places, sure. But I saw the Philippines, and I watched Thailand. I heard about Vietnam and Cambodia and all that, but I'm not going anywhere there. What's going on in Thailand right now, I don't even want a part of, man. I hear people complaining about the visa system there and all that crap. I don't need to go there. I'll go there to visit. But here, it's beautiful, man. The people are so friendly. It's just an enjoyable place to live, man. And if you don't get caught up with all these other expats, man, that are here just for sexpats, they call them sexpats. And that's a person that comes here for the purpose of meeting some women and enjoying their life here and whatever they do. Now, an expat is just another person that left one country and went to another country. Doesn't mean they're expatriated. No, I'm still a patriot of the United States, but I'm on a long vacation. I'm a permanent resident here, enjoying my life, living in the farmland, beautiful house we built. You know, amazing. 3.2 million pesos, which is US dollars, I believe, is $63,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2 kitchens, because you have to have a dirty kitchen. You know, they call the dirty kitchen, that's where you cook. And a living room, dining room, master bedroom, carport. Beautiful, man. You can't beat it. Of course, I got my own man cave here, as you can see. I love my cigars and sometimes some tobacco. You know, I call it Cigar Talk because I enjoy cigars. It's my only vice. And I love to have a cigar, sit on the balcony, man, and overlook the farmland and see the mountains. And I enjoy my cup of coffee in the morning. I go down to the local 7-Eleven or a coffee shop they have here in Tarlac, in Hirona, and I sit and talk with people. They can speak English, and they know me. Everybody here in this area knows me, man, you know, which is nice. And most people think, well, is it safe? Well, it's just like where you live. There are places that aren't safe, and there are places that's safe. But yes, overall, it's safe. I think if you went to Cambodia right now, it's a level 3. You don't want to go there. Why would you want to go to level 3 country? Take the risk. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to enjoy Thailand and not get involved in this in Philippines and not get involved in this expat thing, okay? Because you can watch a lot of videos, you get caught up in it. I like watching drama. I don't like drama. No, I do not like drama. You know, it's the funniest thing, man. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video about why get all bent out of shape and butthurt over the situation going on with the. I don't hear it from the Philippines. I'm sorry, I don't hear it from. Okay, they're dealing with it. They know how to deal with it. They can cut back. They know. They eat rice. Okay, they can make it through. Why are we complaining? I'm not complaining. For heavens no, man. If you don't like it here in the Philippines, go on back to your country. You know, go back to the United States and do what you want to do there. But I love it here. I love it here. I consider this a vacation, a long vacation. I'm a permanent resident here with my wife, and we love it, man. And Hermie just left. She left a little while ago. Her son got a green card, so we got him set up, and I came back a little bit early, and we got some things done we had to do to the house. So she's coming now, and I think it's in June. She's coming back. She had to make sure that he's set up. We made sure he got set up, got him a car, and he got his green card, so he's there. And he has a wife. I mean, he has a girl and 2 kids. And he wanted to go there and work and send money back to him. That's a choice he made. So he hasn't been with her now for almost a couple of years now. But she just wanted to make sure he got settled, and then she's coming back. So I can't wait till she comes back, man. She'll be here, I think, end of June. But yeah, so I got some things done we needed to get done here. So it's a good thing I came back. Plus, it's one less person in the house with him there, and he can take care of himself. He's paying the bills now there, and we don't have to do that. So that's a good thing, man. He made a choice, and I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could be the type of person that I've watched all these people that see someone online, and you don't really know who they are. You only message them, and you can see their video and talk to them, but you really don't know who they are. And you're in love with them, and then they go and they're in line for a year or 2. And then they get there and they find out, oh, she had a kid, or she's got an ex-husband, and oh my God. These expats that throw money online to these women here are thinking they're in love with them and that they're going to take care of them, and she's going to take care of you and all that stuff, and then they get together and it doesn't work out. Online is one thing, but knowing somebody one-on-one and actually being with them, that's a big deal, man. So you might be real funny on the messenger, man, and be able to talk because you feel safe. But when you get together, man, that's when you both find out who you really are, But we're going on 10 years, man, together. Yeah. And at the 5-year mark, like I said, I was watching Philippine stuff, and I got hooked on it, man. And I said, hey, you want to move and retire in the Philippines? She says, okay, So yeah. The Philippines is fantastic, man. And so I just make videos that on topics that are interesting. If you like drama and you want to watch more drama and stuff, you can do that yourself. I like watching it too, but I don't get involved in it. I just don't see wasting my life every day holding a Kimball in my hand or a phone and walking around and doing a video every day. I can't do that, guys. I'm just not that. I don't want to do that. Plus, I wouldn't do that here. I only did it once when I first got here, and I felt uncomfortable, And I felt uncomfortable because of how the expats made it, going around filming everybody and stuff. And it's changed now. You can only film so much, But if you really want to come here and enjoy the Philippines, don't come here and be a complainer, okay? Don't come here and be a complainer and talk about politics and what's going on in the world. You can't do that online, man. You'll not get anywhere. You can't have a conversation with a comment of a 1-sentence answer, It's more deeper than that. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do politics here or talk about the Philippine politics going on. That's a no-no online because they monitor that stuff. But you have nothing to worry about if you come here, I have videos on healthcare about how much, if you're going to come here, I don't give advice. I tell you what we did. And those may be sound, they may not be sound, but they're common sense to me. I always think common sense. Don't come here thinking that you're going to be able to get by on $1,000 a month. You hear these stupid expats saying that you could live off $1,000 a month. No, you can't. That's not living, I'm sorry, $1,000 a month. So there's, like I said, there's 2 types of expats that come here. The ones that come here to retire, and the ones that come here thinking they're just going to get tourist extensions. The rest of their 3 years they can get tourist extensions and live here. That's not good. Being a permanent resident gives you perks. You have an ID that you can use, and you don't need your passport. This is your passport number's on your ID, and you can use it as identification. So wherever you go, they ask you for ID, you use that. You don't have to show your passport if you're a permanent resident. If you're a tourist, they'll ask you for your passport. But yeah, it's lovely here, man. I'm telling you. It's so beautiful here. Now, I'll be doing lives but I may or may not have comments. I may try that, but like I say, I'm not into fighting with anybody online. You know what I'm saying? Your opinion is your opinion, and my opinion is my opinion. But it seems like expats can't let that be. You know, they got to fight each other, and you'll find out that there's plenty of them online that want to fight each other. It's unbelievable. So are you coming here to fight and get in drama and be a person that hates other expats and other communities of expats? Not me. I don't want to be part of them. I came here to retire for me and my wife, not to retire with other expats in their community or wherever they hang out. You know, once in a while, maybe an acquaintance. Okay, the acquaintance. I have no expat friends here. I have acquaintances here. Ones I know that I've had coffee with, that I may have had breakfast with, that may have talked about things, where you're from, what's going on. But those are not friends. Those are not friends. So you have to be careful about trusting expats. Everyone seems funny. Everyone seems nice in the beginning, but you'll find out, man, they'll stab you in the back. Not all of them now. There are ones that won't. You can have an expat friend, but I don't live in those areas where I could become a friend to them. You know, I live out in the farmland. I'm not in the city where all the girls are in Angeles City. You know, I only go there maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, just to say hello to a couple guys I know. One guy's a vlogger, the other isn't, and we sit and have coffee and talk, man, about what's going on, life things, you know. But that's good, you know. So if you're like a My Pillow, okay, and you need an expat, just like you need your pillow, well, go ahead. There's plenty of them here if you need it. You need to get your validation because you need to be around other expats. Go ahead. Not me. I don't need validation. I'm comfortable who I am. I'm confident who I am, you know. And I'm not just boasting on that. I made a serious decision to come here because I knew it was going to be a serious decision if I was going to live here the rest of my life with my wife. And that's what I did. And so we prepared for that. And I have some videos on that, so I'm not going to re-expound on that. But yeah, don't complain when you come here. Don't be a complainer, okay? The roads are not going to be like they are in the States, okay? You may complain about some of the roads in the States already, but when you come here, they're not as good as the States, you know? There's a lot of dirt roads, too, unless you live in the city, you know, Manila, or you live in Makati, you know? But love life, enjoy life, have a positive mental attitude about where you're going. And don't get sucked into these expats that try to draw you in, pretending they think they know it alls. I don't know it all, but I know enough living here, going on 5 years, how to live here in the Philippines. I know that. And everybody can live a different way. But there is a basic way of living in the Philippines, and that's enjoying life. Not waking up every morning and being mean and getting online and yelling at someone else online and telling them I'm going to demonetize you, or you took my channel, you took a one of my lives I did, and you're going to, you know, have YouTube give me a charge. And what the hell? You know, that's baby stuff, man. You know, it really is. A bunch of adults attacking each other online over their channels. It's hilarious. It's like Jerry Springer. But if you want to come here to the Philippines, man, enjoy it, will you? Enjoy the Philippines. I haven't done any videos in a while, man. I've been so busy doing other things, man. I thought, well, today I'll do a video. It's Saturday here, okay? I believe it's Saturday the 11th. And, you know, I got out and mowed the lawn today, man. We got a lawn. I told her I wanted to have a lawn, so we got a lawn. And, it looks beautiful, man, you know. We got some little palm trees out there and stuff, and it looks beautiful, man, you know. Can there be peace within chaos? Yes, there can, you know, but adversity builds strength. So if you're going to come here to the Philippines, do your research, like I say, and enjoy life and don't complain. Don't be a complainer, for heaven's sakes. You know, don't come here to the Philippines and complain. Enjoy life, man, you know. Gosh. We only have one life to live. you know. Every year I miss somebody that passes away that I knew. And now I have my mother who has dementia in the States. My brother's watching him. My brother that's having prostate cancer surgery coming up. My other brother I didn't even know, he had heart surgery, and he had just another spout after he had the stents. He had to go back to the hospital, and he came back out, and I think he's trying to recover from that. And then my friend Chris, he got a heart attack. Yeah, my cousin. I'm telling you, man, I look at myself and I'm 70 years old and I'm thinking, God, that, at least my mentality about not being negative and, oh, poor me, because I've been down and out, man. But I'm a fighter, I'm going to go forward. I'm not going to go backwards. And that's hard to do if you're not confident in yourself, But I think being positive, knowing where you're going and what you want to do, and you make that decision, then make that decision and do it. I've heard so many different people say, well, you got to take a risk. Well, some things can be a risk, but they can be manageable risks, okay? They don't have to be a risk that the unknown. No, if you do your research in the Philippines, you know what the exchange is, you know how the people are because you're watching the videos, you know the laws, you should have health care before you come. That's one of the important things the government says is if you come, you can ignore it and come, fine. But if you're coming here for 4 weeks to check it out, then fine. You're covered. Just get yourself some, travel insurance for the period you're here. You're good to go. Be happy, be joyous and free, man. That's what I say. And I'm not living here with like, oh, nothing's going on. No. I live in reality. I don't live online in these YouTube videos pretending something I'm not. I am a real person living in the Philippines, enjoying myself, man. Enjoying myself. Never thought I'd be here. So enjoy where you are. There are expats that come here, I'm telling you. They just want drama. I can mention so many, but I'm not mentioning them. But there's one guy that just drama. Everywhere he goes, he's in a fight. He's having legal problems. He's going to court. Why? You come here to the Philippines, enjoy yourself. Don't make waves. Don't cause problems. It's not like the States, man. The courts here are slower, and you don't want to shame a Filipino because it's against the law. And what are you going to get out of the Filipino, depending on what it is and you're getting court to. But when you're drawing drama to yourself all the time, and every video is about drama, and now he's in Cambodia and he doesn't like the Philippines anymore. Well, that isn't because the Philippines weren't nice to him. He just didn't know how to handle his situations properly. That's the problem, and he just drew drama all the time, So be easygoing to an extent. Be smart, be happy, joyous, and free, man. You can be. Despite what's going on in the world today, things will change. Gas goes up, and then it will come down. What goes up must come down, and it does. I went through the 60s, man. I went through the 70s. The Cuban crisis. I went through the recession. I went through 1980, the big bank thing. I've been through a lot, man, and I'm still here. So your life is important, man. Enjoy your life, man. Feel good about yourself. Walk a little bit. Work your heart in some calisthenics and walk a little bit. Walking is good for you here, man. Put a hat on. Get an umbrella if you need one. I don't use umbrellas. I love to get a tan, man, and I love it out there, But when it does get really hot, I kind of like go out a little bit and then come back, But then I'll go get something to eat or something. But I don't wear an umbrella. I don't use an umbrella. But anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. It's not much. It's not like a wow video, but it is to tell you, if you want to come to the Philippines and live a good life, man, we're going on 5 years. 2026 is our 5th year, and it's been the best years yet, man. I'm telling you, even despite what's going on in the world today. So enjoy your life, do your research, and if no one tells you I love you today, I love you.